In this video, I'm going to explain step by step how I managed to escape the matrix in 12 months. I decided to start a business. At the beginning, I was feeling very lacking in hope and motivation and morale because I didn't have the grind set needed to be successful. I had studied for a long time all sorts of business models, SMMAs, consultancies, e-commerce, etc. Anything from day trading to becoming a guru. I finally found a project that would work best for me, that would allow me to have real upwards mobility in my job. I was doing sales, and at the time of doing this job, I was actually very talented at it. I was making a ton of cash, like over $10,000 a month, and it was the first thing I did, which I really felt good at. Sales, selling. Selling sand to a beach is one thing, but selling a snowmobile to a beach is a whole different ballgame. I quickly realized I needed to pay taxes on my earnings. I had paid taxes before on other jobs that I had when I was young, where I'd pay like $200 a month in taxes on an income of like $1,500. But now I was paying high costs for rent, food, and other essentials. And on top of that, I was set to pay around $4,500 a month in taxes. Nuh-uh. Theft, I thought. I needed to escape the matrix once and for all. Take the red pill, the door that leads to risk, to the unknown, but also to freedom, and to taste and try something completely new. I looked into it, and I landed on GenZone with a free zone company in Dubai. I decided to go with them because, honestly, they're the only non-scammy and also fully transparent company in Dubai that seems really legit and trustworthy. I ended up moving to Dubai and the UAE in late 2024, and wow, paying $4,500 taxes to then paying $0 taxes, I felt like I had already left the matrix in that moment. But then I realized I still needed to do my job in sales, which was fine as I was an independent contractor. So I actually set it up where my employer would pay me as a client to my free zone company, something which is perfectly fine to do, by the way, if you are dependent to a company. That being said, I wanted to work hard outside of my work hours in order to fully capitalize on something bigger in my life. So I decided to put my eggs in one single basket, e-commerce. I found my niche, something which was easy being around so many crazy successful people in Dubai. I mean, here you can be at a Tim Hortons and sit next to someone with a $250,000 in daily profits on a Shopify dashboard, wearing a Richard Mille. So it's easy to network and connect with others who are on the same grind as I was aspiring towards actively in that moment. The same lifestyle at least. After about 6 months of deciding to say no to taxes and the matrix style living in the UK, my home country, and way past the time I set up my residency in Dubai, I ended up getting my first sale in e-commerce, and it was life-changing. I couldn't believe it. I finally had a path out of the matrix in my scopes, even if the light at the end of the tunnel, well, was far in the distance still. Then, the last 6 months in my 12-month journey to freeing myself, like I said in the title that I would do, was grueling. When I say it was blood, sweat and tears, I really mean it. But after all, I found myself paying 0% taxes, spending less in living costs, having time, location and financial freedom, limitless potential in my future, and finally felt free. Not having my mind colonized by the thoughts, expectations or beliefs of others, and not pinned down by limiting beliefs that society has taught me either. I simply had focus to thank for my process, and a lot of sacrifice and pain at the same time. Establishing my residency in Dubai was the best thing I ever did, and it led me to levels of success where I can develop a nest of stability and foundation in my life, something which came truly as a blessing. The only thing I hate about my new matrix-free life is the heat in Dubai. I feel like I'm melting all of the time, but it's something which is absolutely fine for the level of freedom that I enjoy on a day-to-day basis.